Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Sonya.
Hi there.
Welcome to this new episode of Sartorial Talks. Today we take you to Florence, Italy, and we take you to Pitti Uomo. For those among you who may not know, there may be a few among you who don't know what is Pitti Uomo. Pitti Uomo is a sartorial trade show, not only sartorial, by the way. It's a menswear trade show that is taking place in Florence, Italy, the beautiful city of Florence, twice a year. Originally, it was a strictly professional trade show where all the brands, the artisans, the crafters, the makers will present their collection to a public of buyers. So originally, it was a meeting between sellers and buyers, a trade show, a professional trade show of menswear. And little by little, over the years, it became a very important meeting of all the people who are interested in the sartorial lifestyle. And so it became something really crafted for social media. Because with all the rage of the people to post things on Instagram, on TikTok, all the social media rage, Pitti Uomo became the place to be for the sartorial enthusiast. And so now it's not strictly, it's still a professional trade show. Of course, this is the main object of this gathering, but now in front of the main entrance of the building of Pitti Uomo, which is the trade show, you have all these parades, literally from people coming from all around the world, dressed to the nine, sometimes a little bit extravagant, of course, but it's for us always very interesting to look at the pictures of Pitti Uomos, because we're not speaking about trends in classic men's styles, as you know, because we think that most of what we do is timeless, but still, you can identify a few things that is giving the flair of the next 2 or 3 seasons in terms of tailoring. And to do this, we selected a photographer that we like a lot. His name is Fabrizio Di Paolo. We know him for, I don't know, like probably 15 years, yes. Right? And Fabrizio, we like his job because he's not only photographing the usual suspect, he tried to really give a flavor of what is Pitti Uomo. So we're going to show you randomly. I tell you the truth, Sonya don't know the pictures. I just basically browsed a little bit on his Instagram, and we're going to just comment, I don't know, maybe 50 pictures to see what are not the trends, but what are the interesting things of Pitti Uomo number 110.
And the interesting thing about this is Pitti Uomo a long time ago, you could not get into that location if you tried.
It was
forbidden. Even some artisans back in the day could not enter because they didn't do the upfront work. Mm-hmm. And then it evolved, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years ago, so that if you tell them ahead of time and you get a ticket, you can attend. This year, people were at the door paying $50 and getting in.
And they can enter.
They can enter.
So let's browse randomly. And what I suggest to you, darling, that we're going to look at pictures randomly and we're going to comment like 30 seconds to see what we like on this picture, what it represents, and what kind of learning we can take away from that. Oh. So let's take with this one. So it's the Instagram of Fabrizio Di Paolo. We're going to put the link in the description of this video. Let's look at this one. So, first thing we see on this picture is 2 things. Is that it's double-breasted and somehow, and specifically the one on the left, oversized. And I think you noticed it when you were browsing all the picture that it's something that is pretty much everywhere.
It's like people were trying to emulate either the 70s with more the flare leg or the 80s with a little bit oversized look. Yeah. And some did it well. Some are just on the learning curve.
Yeah. But those 2 are good. So we know the one on the right, Giorgio Giangiulio, very famous, is a friend of us. Personally, I'm not a big fan, I can say, of oversized suits. I'm not against, and you will see in many pictures that a lot more and more people are wearing double-breasted. This is a double-breasted Pitti Uomo, that's for sure.
Oh, it's insane, yeah.
For sure.
It's extreme.
Oversized, but personally, I prefer when a double-breasted is adjusted. But what you will see is that a lot of people now don't hesitate to wear it open.
So what I noticed is the person on the left is buttoning the lower button on the DB, and this is the case in a lot of Japanese and Korean cultures, because some of them say that's the only thing they know, that they think that's the way that you button, because of the Italian influence. And so here we go. And another thing I notice is that, the person on the left has a very low low setting collar, which is not my favorite, but we're talking about in a perfect world. He looks amazing. He could, extend his shirt a little bit on the sleeve. Giorgio, I mean, nothing to say. He looks great. It's very high lapel tips, but hey, that's his style. It looks nice.
Yeah, beautiful. So on seat, so double-breasted, oversized, that's the big thing at Pitti Uomo this year. Let's continue. This one, more classic. It's once again a double-breasted, worn open. More and more people, maybe because they were like 38 Celsius, that is worn open. And you can see this, it looks to me like a tuxedo or something like that, because he has covered button, but he's wearing it during the day. So it's a little bit odd for me, but still it works.
We're in a time and age where you can be creative. It's sort of a very sartorial look. It's interesting that the men are just opening the buttons all the way. I don't blame them. It's so hot during the summer edition.
I can't do that.
And I know, you would look good, but you don't feel comfortable. It's very Italian.
Yeah, I don't
And
like
so
that.
I did notice that. Hey, he looks fantastic.
Okay. Next one. So this is our friend, of course, Franco, I think Mazzetti is his name. Okay, I have nothing to say. He's always impeccable, always well proportioned. Nothing to say. This is, for me, this is perfect.
Yes, he's always heavy on the cutaway collars. I'd like to see him in different type of collars, but he looks really good. Great fit. He's always on point, isn't he? I like the shoes too. Okay.
So this gentleman, I know him, I don't remember his name. Same thing, it looks for me like probably linen. I don't know if it's a little bit wrinkled. Anyways, beautiful summer suit. Nothing to say really on that. The lapels are generous. He's wearing his sleeve shirt open, which is a little bit twist. Pitti is the place where you can twist things. That's the idea, right? You can try new things, but I have nothing to say on that. It's beautiful.
I could say it's fantastic. Fun tidbit that people might want to know is I did an interview of tailors in the past and asked them where they set the beginning of the lower pocket, and Perosi told me it was 4 to 5 centimeters up above the edge, which is fascinating. So I could tell that's a little higher, but I have an eye where I could catch things, but that's just from a struggle to find anything wrong with this because it's exceptionally good.
Excellent. Next one. We know this gentleman,
yes,
right?
Yes, that's Jonathan.
He's from?
He's a Milan Style Live, I think.
He's American or Italian?
English.
He's English.
So
yeah.
Sure.
So same thing, double-breasted, oversized.
Yes.
Worn here as a sport jacket because it's not exactly the same. I think the white of the trousers is not exactly the same. So it's a sport jacket. And worn once again, open.
Yes.
So of course it's the temperature. It was probably 38 Celsius, at least 35 Celsius in the sun. But still, I think it's more than that. It's a new way to adopt the double breastplate but in a more relaxed way, and it works.
Yes. Again, struggle to find anything because he looks fantastic, but it's just a personal preference. I like to match the belt either to the trousers or the shirt, so you don't have a vertical line drawn across the body, but hey, it's personal choice.
It
he
works
looks
very
good
well.
though.
Yeah. So, nothing to say here. Beautiful lapels, very classic, right? Do you have anything to say on this picture?
Wow. I mean, I could just... It's a fantastic collar for that suit. Buttonhole's beautiful. I love the drape of the shoulder.
Yeah.
Tie is immaculate.
It's a 3-roll too with a beautiful roll on the lapel.
Yeah, the lapels are gorgeous. I'm struggling to find anything that he can improve.
No, but that's not the point. We like it.
I like it. I like to do that just for fun. But I mean, even the side pockets are positioned well. Excellent.
Okay. Next one. Oh, okay. We will do a few girls, not many, because it's more a menswear thing. But more and more women are participating more and more, actually.
It's perfectly fine.
And this is our friend Chanel that we met in Singapore, right?
That's right.
The company is called Common Suits.
Exactly.
And they are really doing a good job.
Yes.
Look, this is very stylish.
Yes, very stylish. Fantastic fit. Of course, that's their business, making clothes. It's great.
And it's very feminine also at the same time.
In a perfect world, I like my pocket a little lower in the breast pocket, but nothing to say. It's gorgeous. It's great. I love the diagonal cut of the pocket as well.
Excellent. Okay, we put just this picture to show you that Pitti Uomo, nothing is forbidden.
No.
And the Western style, the cowboy style, is quite we've seen a few pictures of that. Of course, the hat, and I like the shirt. It's very interesting. And of course, this gentleman looks good because he's super fit. So it was just for fun telling you that we just look at pictures randomly, and there's a lot of let's say extravagant or different kind of style in Pitti Uomo, because I remind you, it's very important for the sartorial scene worldwide, but it's not only about classic men's style. Pitti Uomo is also about casual men's style, sports men's style, so you can find a lot of things. We can say
style in general, yes.
Style in general.
I think it's fun how he's resting his thumbs inside the loops on the trousers. I've never seen that. I might steal it. It's kind of cool.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. It's very, okay. When you want to pose, you do this with your jeans, yeah.
And then the shirt is clever because it's not overly sexy, but it's tempered, but it's still allowing a lot of ventilation. And normally you can't get away with wearing a tablecloth pattern. It's difficult, but he did it. He did it well.
Right.
Love the hat. Love the glasses.
Next one. Okay. With this one, we go directly. I think it's linen. You can tell it's linen. And I mean, from my eye, it looks like linen. It can be also a blend of wool for the summer. I like the colors on those ones. So you have a double-breasted, we can say it's like turquoise, something like that. Some blue, turquoise blue on the left. And then you have some kind of, how do you say, terracotta, they say now.
Yes, that's right.
On the right, on single-breasted. What I like on that is the cut of the double-breasted is impeccable. This is very beautiful, and you can see, you can have a summer suit. This is a typical summer suit with clear buttons. I can't see from the picture if it's white buttons or a little bit more metal, gold button, I don't know, but it's clear button. And you can see, for me, this picture, but it's just my opinion once again, shows the superiority of double-breasted against single-breasted. The single-breasted on the right is perfectly fine, is even beautiful. But look at this double-breasted.
Yeah, beautiful.
It does something different, right?
It does. I love the clean shoulders on both of them. If you look at the shoulder line from the neck to the tip of the shoulder, super clean. Everything's good. When there's contrasting buttons with a double-breasted suit, I don't like to put them directly over the nipples because it's a little bit distracting. Yeah. But I mean, I'm struggling to find any kind of improvements. Okay. The other one, it's fun to wear the shirt over the lapel like that.
It looks like a pajama.
It kind of does, yeah.
With a piping on the side.
I like the style.
It's beautiful, too.
I don't know exactly what he's doing with the cuff. I guess he's rolling his jacket up.
I don't know.
But anyway, that's just a stylistic element. I like that he put a darker belt with the darker trousers. Notice it doesn't look like he has a line drawn across his body. It blends nicely and beautiful.
Beautiful. This one, another double-breasted,
that's our friend,
oversized, and worn open.
Again,
this is something we see I like this outfit very much. I think it's very well done. And you see on this one, it's another big thing in Pitti Uomo this year, and specifically this last edition a few weeks ago, is the full legs of the trousers. You can see those trousers are not tapered and fit to the body, they are wide. Yes. And this is something we see more and more. You adopted this a long time ago, right? You like this very wide 1940s trousers. You have some, right?
Yes, I do. I've always liked that, though. It's nothing new, and so it works very well. I like how he's done the wider trousers, but they don't look like they're sloppy. They look clean, and I mean, I struggled to search for anything else. It looks great.
There's nothing to say. I think it's just good. And
very good.
Double-breasted, oversized with a full leg.
Yes.
That will be probably what, if we were going to Pitti, looking at 3,000 pictures and what did you see the most? I would say double-breasted, oversized with wide legs.
Open, yes.
Okay, this, nothing to say really. What I can see on this picture of the three gentlemen, two with the hat and one in the middle, I would say, nothing to say really, nothing really extravagant and nothing fantastic. But you can see here, once again, the trousers. The trousers are very wide, and they are worn at a natural waist.
Wide.
Specifically, the one on the right, and I think the one on the left too, not the one in the middle.
Or left, yes.
Well, this is more classic. This is what we used to see at Pitti Uomo for years, right?
Yes.
Well,
you know, I mean, it's not blowing me away or anything, but it's correct. It's nice.
Yeah, it's well done, and they seem happy.
Yeah, they do.
Which is the mood of the Pitti Uomo.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay, that a Canadian tuxedo is just for fun. So just to show you also, Pitti is the place that you can dare something. You can be a little bit extravagant, etc. I have personally a denim suit like that made by Florence. At the time, he was working under his own name.
You wore it so many
now
times.
What?
You've worn it so many times.
So many times. Denim is a fantastic material when you travel.
You know why, too? Because sometimes you want to go somewhere and you want to look dressed up, but it seems ridiculous to wear a suit.
Yes.
And this is the answer, the
Exactly,
Canadian tuxedo.
exactly. And I have one by Florian Sirvin, he's now master tailor at Berluti. And I must say, yeah, I couldn't even imagine how often I would wear this, specifically when we fly.
Oh, so many times.
Because
yes.
it's unlike what people can think, it's not that hot.
No.
Of course, it's a little bit heavier than linen or stuff like that, but it's still very wearable. So, okay, this one is playing with a lot of pins and stuff like that.
I like he did a spear point a shirt underneath that jacket. I would never have thought of doing that. It's a creative point. I've never seen a tie quite like that, but it's not overly done. It doesn't look like he's trying to show off.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's doing the spirit buttons. That's just a fun little thing that he likes to do. But yeah, nice positioning of the pockets. What I love is the way the collar fits the back of the shirt. I don't know. That's ideal.
Excellent. Oh, this is our friend Guy Beau. So if you look at this channel, Guy was on this set, I would say 2 years ago. We did a specific show on Pitti Uomo. But Guy is attending Pitti Uomo for more than 15 years, I guess. We know him for a long time. Nothing to say here. I don't know the material. It looks like a blend for me. It's not linen directly.
Like a silk,
it's like a blend.
Wool, maybe.
It's beautiful, and I like the way he's wearing his polo with the color over the jacket. You do this a lot, by the way. True. I remember. So nothing to say. Well, with Guy, it's always safe.
Some people like you and Guy, not me. Some people can just wear and pull off any type of thing they put on their bodies. And so I kind of feel like that's a talent he has. And so it's hard to find anything negative when somebody is just able to wear whatever they put on their bodies. And you're like that too. You can, do that.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree with Guy. It's always good. And I like the pattern and it works very well. For me, this could be very easily also a pattern, not only for summer, actually, it can be all year long. But what makes it summery is the way he's wearing the polo shirt above the lapels, and that works very well. Bravo, Guy. Oh, this is Kevis. So Kevis, we know him. The pictures are random. So okay, Kevis is very creative. We work with him. He's helping us with styling for our photo shootings, for example. A lot. He's a nice guy. He loves the Western style, the cowboy style. It's his style.
He loves Ralph Lauren looks too.
Say what?
He adores Ralph Lauren looks as well.
Yes, exactly. So it's his style. He's more into the denim, a little bit more casual. Well, I have nothing to say specifically on that because I will never wear something like that. But I must say, for a personality like him, it works. And at Pitti Uomo, that once again, you will see this kind of thing because people, they really do what they want.
So Kevis, he serves a specific role, and that's to push boundaries. And he does it in such a class way that it gives us ideas of what we may try.
Yes.
And so that's why I always enjoy watching what he comes up with. And he's also doing a lot of creative styling for brands for good reason. So, yes.
But I have a cowboy hat like him.
You do?
Yes, and I'm wearing it a lot. You've never seen it. I will show it to you one day or another. We went in Texas recently, and then I couldn't not buy a cowboy hat, and we went to Stetson, and that was fantastic.
That was really nice.
So I like cowboy hats, but it's not. I don't have many occasions to wear it, except in the US, of course. Okay, this gentleman. Well, I don't know what to have to say. I have a lot of difficulties to comment this kind of pictures because it works. I don't know if it's the same, but it works because the shirt is buttoned very low to show the tattoos. The sleeves are put up to show the tattoos, and this guy, he's extremely fit.
He is
so
fit.
If you don't have this kind of body, I'm not sure you can wear this with so much success. Well, what do you have to say about that?
Probably the winner for the most minimalist look at Pitti. Yeah. You can't get any more simple than a beige shirt and beige pants or trousers. So, but he's done it with style. He adds a lot of flair. like that camp collar. It's very nice.
Yeah,
It
is
really
nice.
looks great.
I'm not sure if it's strictly a shirt or an overshirt, by the way, because it looks a little bit more thicker, and he have it. Maybe it's a cowboy shirt with the 2 patch pocket on the front. But anyway, okay, not my style, but it's well done.
And the shoulder's pretty daring, but you don't notice it because it's monochromatic. It's nice.
Next one. Okay, so this is typical Pitti Uomo. This is the game. They are mixing. So this gentleman is mixing typical sartorial classic men's style with a beautiful suit, even with suspenders, as I see, with a button-down shirt. But he adds his kind of personal flair with this reverse cap and this yellow pair of glasses. Well, what do you have to say onto that? It works.
He's doing the prep Ivy. Sorry, Ivy prep specialist. You can tell me which it is. So he is very cool with the fact that he understands how to combine patterns. You remember, if you're going to combine checks and stripes, you want to do very tiny checks with very tiny stripes.
Yes.
And that's what he's done. I love the braid belt suspenders.
Yes.
It's a little,
it's very unusual.
It's very redundant to see this as a belt for,
It's
trousers.
unusual braided suspenders.
But yes, it looks cool. It adds texture. Looks very nice. He's got, it looks like reverse pleats on his trousers. I'm trying to see that. It's no forward. Is it forward pleat? Anyway, the pleats on his trousers look really good, and he carries it off quite well. I like it a lot.
I just noticed, so the rule Sonia was talking about, my friends, when you speak about mixing patterns, there's 2 rules to know. If you want to mix different patterns, try to use the same scale. In this case, normally, personally, I'm not this kind of person who wear checks with stripes. I think it doesn't go well. But in this case, it works quite well because he respects this rule. Different pattern, same scale. And on the reverse, the second rule is the reverse. That is to say, if you want to have the same pattern, for example, a striped jacket, a striped shirt, and a striped tie, you have to be very careful to use different scales. Right. That is to say, let's say medium stripes on your jacket, very thin stripes on your shirt, and very big stripe on your tie. So this is this rule. But this one, as it is different pattern, is respecting the rule. That is to say, the same scale.
Looks great. And notice he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 accessories. Not easy to do without looking like a lit up Christmas tree, but he does it. He did it well.
And now look at that. Once again, double-breasted. We have everything in one picture here. Double-breasted, oversized, wide legs on the trousers, and as far as I see, it looks like seersucker cotton.
It is.
That's what I see.
Yes.
And it's kind of beautiful. I have one seersucker cotton double-breasted suit in progress right now, so we'll see. But it's one of the king, one of the queen. I have to say the king of material, of the queen of material. It depends. Of the summer, it's a seersucker cotton, which is this cotton with 2 different layers, which creates a little of a different height, so that the air is circulating. It's like we call it gaufret in French, like a waffle. Yes. Literally. So
it's
what do you have to say about that?
It's very reminiscent of the southern USA.
Yes.
Of the southern gentleman.
Yeah.
I like it. I might play around with the shoes.
No, I don't like the shoes at all, actually.
But he can do more like a very light tan shoe or something like that, just because it is giving a almost pajama feel. Maybe the shoes could strengthen it a little bit, but the bag's cool. It looks good.
Yeah. I like this a lot, actually, but I think it's a picture emblematic of Pitti 110. Everything is on the same picture: double-breasted, oversized, wide legs.
That's it,
basically. Okay, let's go to this one. Ooh, I like this one. This one is another double-breasted. I told you.
He's buttoned it, though. It's buttoned.
Yeah, it's buttoned, but it's still excellent, and it's buttoned. And he decided to put gold metal buttons on that. This is very unusual.
And see the button placement. Clever.
Yes.
Clean.
Yeah.
It's coherent.
Yeah. And he's wearing this shirt, is a straight color shirt, which is called the tulip color at Frédéric Costa, which is the way I like this kind of shirt because it remains some kind of very class and strict and very, very specifically sartorial without a tie.
Yes.
This is the only shirt you can wear without a tie that will it seems that you still wear a tie. I don't know how to explain this because it creates something very very straight here on the top, and it's very beautiful. I like this outfit.
It's a nice stylistic element, great for summer. And notice he's only wearing a jacket, trousers, and a shirt.
Yes.
Other than the glasses.
Exactly.
Super
Minimalistic.
simple, but when you have a good cut like that on a suit and a good fabric, that's easy to wear, and it's great.
That's for sure. Oh, this gentleman is the demonstration. Oh, once again, double-breasted, worn open.
Yes.
But this time he is playing on the monochromatic idea. So I know you like monochromatic, Sonya.
I do. It's easy. I don't know. It just blends with any environment, and unless it's something like black on black on black, which is kind of tricky.
Yes, difficult.
It works usually.
Mm-hmm. I don't know the height of this gentleman, but generally monochromatic has a tendency to make you look a little bit taller than what you are,
and thinner. As well,
yeah, it's good.
Maybe
Monochromatic is good for the height and good for the weight because it offsets the accidents of the body. So
True.
It's nothing else to say.
And I will notice that the wire glasses were huge there. The wire glasses are coming back with a vengeance. So that was a thing I noted as well.
Okay, next one. Well, once again, tulip shirt. That's strange that we have two pictures in a row with the same kind of shirt. You see, it creates something really chic at the top of the bottom of the neck, but still being casual. And once again, a double-breasted, worn, open.
The only thing that I notice on this that I'll comment on, and it's a good comment, is that I like the positioning of the hip pockets. And they're called hip pockets for a reason, because the pockets on a jacket actually should go on the hips. It's originated from Old English tailors. And when they're positioning flat in the front, when the hip pockets become front panel pockets, that's a safari jacket. Okay, so I appreciate that, and I think it's good tailoring.
Yeah, this one is perfectly positioned. This is a good example of where a hip pocket should be positioned. Yes. Anyway, nothing to say here. It's beautiful, double-breasted, worn open with a tulip color for the thing. And once again, double-breasted, magnificent. I don't know, from afar it would look like gabardine, cotton gabardine, but maybe it's something different. On this one, what I can see is that he's wearing 6-on-1, so he's buttoning the last button. Even if, in my opinion, this one is probably also possible to button it on 6-on-2. I don't know. I don't see the suit in real life, but this one works very well, and it shows you that a double-breasted can work very well in summer.
Yeah, it looks really good. I find it fun to see, because there's nothing in terms of rule about this, but I really find it fun to see which tailors line up their hip pockets with the bottom button. It's a completely stylistic preference, and you'll hear people in both camps. They'll say, I like it completely lined up, and because X and X tailor did this. And other people will say, I have to have it offset because it's just my preference.
You mean the hip pocket in comparison to the button, right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so it's so fun to always see. It's about half and half. I always like to look. Next
one. Okay, well, that's very casual. So it's a French marinière.
Yes.
The thing like that. I think it's a double-breasted jacket, worn open. Once again, very simple.
Yes.
And with a kind of a more work trousers, something like that. I don't know. I'm not wearing this kind of thing.
So everyone needs one of those shirts, and your sister makes beautiful ones with Japanese fabric, and I have had one crafted by her. I mean, it just is fun. It adds flair. It's got a history of the pattern, and it just always works.
Okay, not my cup of tea, this picture, to be honest with you, but it shows you that you don't have to go to full suit and full tie and everything. This gentleman, whether we like or we don't like what he wears, he has style.
Yeah,
is stepping out of the crowd immediately, just with a simple jacket and a little bit of thought. Oh wow! So that's a work jacket, or even close to a military jacket. It's reminiscent of the work of Alessandro Squarzi, that we like a lot. For Tella, he does a lot of that. And this I don't dislike, I must say.
Yeah,
this is the way to remain stylish with something more relaxed, more toned down. And I've always been very interested in military tailoring anyway. So even if this is more relaxed jacket, I think it works very well with this little check shirt in the middle and this white pants. It works.
Yeah, personal preference, in a perfect world, I would probably not have the dark belt going across my body. I would choose a more calm belt. And Because being in America for so long, I saw so many check shirts that it was
it's
too
a
much
little
for
bit
me.
too much
But
for them.
that's
I
just
understand.
personal preference. But I love it.
Okay, next one. Wow, that's a beautiful white, probably linen, double-breasted, 6-on-2 this time, by this gentleman. He seems very happy. I like his shirt. So there's a little problem on the left shoulder with the shirt color, but I think it's maybe just the position, because this suit looks absolutely amazing. I like his smile. I like his hat. I like the shirt color. I like everything. This may be one of my favorites.
One of your favorites
so far.
So I appreciate that. I think in the summer it's nice to have the light buttons on a light jacket.
Yeah.
I've never seen a hat like that, but it's cool. It looks interesting. He likes the stylistic element of putting the pocket square over the lapel.
Yeah.
So that's something to note. A note about the loose area here around his collar happens to all of us.
It's just because,
it doesn't
in my
even look
opinion,
like it looks really well crafted on the other side.
I think it's because he's carrying a bag.
True.
This is why it's probably.
That's
but otherwise, this is absolutely congratulations. I don't know who you are, but that's very well made.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh wow, that is some kind of ochre.
Yeah, that's one of our friends. Yeah. But I love that look.
You love?
I love it. I think it looks great. Even in this case, the belt doesn't take away too much.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think the for me the highlight of this photo is not the suit, is the knitwear. It looks really good.
And there is summer knitwear, which people don't realize.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, that's cool.
Of course. So I don't see myself wearing a suit anytime soon with a T-shirt, but I can see myself wearing a suit with some knitwear like that, because this is very well done. Not my style immediately, but it looks very good. And I like the shoulder is very structured on this suit.
Yes, that's what I was telling. There's a very important point. So in Korea and Japan, this is such a big deal to have a Florentine shoulder, where it comes a little bit over your natural shoulder, and it's got a little bit of a flare out, but super clean. And I think it was borrowed from Liverano, but they're obsessed, especially in Korea, with this, and a lot of Japanese tailors
Antonio
as well.
Liverano will say to you, "My dear Sonia, you don't say Florentine shoulder, you say Liverano shoulder."
He would absolutely.
He would have
no
said
doubt.
that. Okay. We're having fun. Let's do a last one.
Okay.
So we know this gentleman. He's been attending Pitti for years. And I like his style in general. I like his attitude. I like the pattern of the jacket. But I think also maybe it's the angle of the picture. This jacket looks really too big for him. But it's just the style, in your opinion?
I mean, it is the style. And I can't tell because the way he's postured. But I think it looks pretty good. Of course, the shoulder is a little bit oversized.
Yes.
But this guy's a natural. He always looks good. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can disagree a little bit. I think it's
doesn't
it's
really too large for you.
It's too large because you can see on the shoulder. It's really not
I'm
of his
biased
size.
because I'm so used to seeing him.
Yes. Of course. Okay, now this one. So there's a woman and this man. So this man is wearing something which you don't see often. It's a checked double-breasted with big squares. And what works on this for me, of course, it's a beautiful cut, very well done, but the white buttons on the double-breasted summer suit makes a whole difference, clear or white buttons.
And you can always change buttons for different seasons,
sure.
It works well.
So, and I have nothing to say concerning the woman. It's some kind of a sartorial. Honestly, the only thing I dislike in her outfit is the sneakers. Because I think it doesn't bring anything. I think it could have been even more spectacular with different shoes. But otherwise, I find it really chic, and I like a lot the suit of the gentleman.
I think they planned that to blend well, and they succeeded.
And a suffrage jacket in ochre, beautiful. So I think it's, this is very classic, what we see. I like the color of the jacket. You say ochre in English?
Yes.
Ochre. And, nothing to say here. It's a typical suffrage jacket, probably in linen, and I like it or not. This is the easiest sartorial garment to wear, whatever the situation.
This is a ridiculously well-studied person. He's got the breast pocket at the armpit. He's got the lower pockets 4 centimeters above the edge. He's got the the lapel perfectly balanced. He's turned it up for a stylistic element, which is cool. His sleeves are exactly aligned where they should be.
But at the same time, what I like on this picture, it doesn't try too hard. It's very natural.
He's buttoned at the waist point. It's
so,
great.
sir, I don't know who you are,
great.
but Sonya, she likes what you do, and she said you did it very well. Now, this one. For me, I like this picture a lot because I think this is the ultimate monochromatic idea. That is to say, it works because it is monochromatic. Honestly, if you put with this kind of trousers something different, it will be beautiful too. But the fact that you have the same fabric for the trousers and for this cowboy shirt, I don't know how you call this, with the 2 patch pockets on the front, it works very well. I think this is what they call a Gurkha, the Gurkha trousers. Not what I prefer because I don't like to have this big belt in front of me. But I must say that for any people who have doubts, who were skeptical about the aesthetic power of monochromatism, I think this picture tells all.
And
all
even the trousers style can work with the monochromatic because it's not distracting you.
Yeah.
I
so
like
for those who still have doubts of the fact that you can dress very well, extremely chic in a sartorial way during high temperature in the summer, this is your answer.
Look at that. And a lot of the safari jackets, they're using matching trousers now too, which is really cool.
And you have a bandana also.
He does. He does. He should do a tutorial on how to roll your shirt sleeves.
Yeah.
It's super clean.
Well, we like this photo a lot.
Yes.
We know this gentleman. I don't remember his name, but we know we've been seeing. Okay, disclosure, we've been going to Pitti from 2012 up to now. That's 14 years ago. We didn't attend we did attend sparingly from time to time these years. But this is why we say we know, because first of all, the sartorial community is very connected. Community, we know each other worldwide. And on top of that, we've been attending so many Pitti Uomos that we've met this gentleman.
I think he's a Nabil Scotch, I think is his handle on Instagram, but he's very daring. He can do some wild things, but everyone
Nabil
expects
Scotch.
it.
It's written here.
Good. So he's very daring, and
that's very daring.
It is, but he can take it many levels higher than this. But he always, and I like he's kind.
Yeah.
And kindness goes a long way.
Oh yeah.
And so
you can tell.
Very, very.
Okay. The only thing I would not do is to show the carpet on the breast. Okay, that's it for today. We can do more if you want in the future. Just leave us a comment in the comment section to see if you like this. Just more simple talks where we don't teach anything, but we just share our opinions on different outfits. Sometimes we agree or sometimes we disagree, but it's always interesting to look at things. And Pitti Uomo, of course, it's always a great source of inspiration. I remember our friend Fabrizio Di Paolo. We put the link on Instagram if you want to see more pictures of everything. He's been documenting Pitti Uomo for more than a decade now. Thought it's an excellent resource for your inspiration. Thank you, darling, for this beautiful show and easy. And fun. For you, ladies and gentlemen, we give you an appointment to the next edition of Sartorial Talks. See you soon, my friend. Bye-bye.
Bye.